Vince got this awful reputation. He was trying to shut everybody down.
Yeah.
But what the reality was, Vince went around to all these guys and all these promoters and was like, look, I'll buy you out.
Yeah.
What's it going to cost?
Yeah.
Tell me what it is. I want to buy it for TVs, whatever is, leases or what do you got locked down on buildings. Like, what's the worth? I'll pay it, whatever I think is fair. And if we can't come to terms on it, then you now have a new competitor. Essentially,
It would be nice to you, but if not,
there is that hanging over the head. But it's the situation of like someone like Stu who had been doing it for decades,
right?
And knows that. As I mentioned before, Stu was about ready to close the territory before Dynamite came in. So there's all these times, and especially like the smaller promotions were always like on the verge of closing. Like obviously Crockett was on fire. Memphis had its stronghold. Mid-South was doing good business, but like a lot of these smaller territories, like your Portlands, and were on the verge of closing all the time. So when Vince McMahon comes in and it's like, I have a boatload of money if you want to get out.
Yeah.
And a lot of people, there were some people that took him up on that offer. I think Houston was one of those people like, okay, let's work together. We'll make out a financial agreement and we'll move forward. And Stu is just one of those guys that's like, hey, I'll take the deal, but can you get the Rhino and my boy and the dogs, the shot? They're good. They're a good, strong guy to take care of them. So I'm sure that was a condition. He's going to get all this money and then close it down. And then of course about 8 months later, Bruce realized he got left out of the deal, and he talked his dad into running Stampede again, and Stampede came back in about a year. So
we didn't need those guys. Fuck them.
But Vince had already kind of taken over and got what he needed to get out of it, and took over that area. And he's, but the fact that Stu was one of the first guys to be like, yeah, I'll sell to you. That's probably always why Vince had a soft spot for Stu and always took time for him, because all these other guys, like, Bill Watts, like, you're going to give me money for my territory? Fuck off. I'm going to put you out of fucking business, you fucking Yankee.
You're dying.
Yeah. And then I'm going to say the most racist shit ever on a newsletter. And then I'm going to be out of a fucking job. Fuck off.